If you bought our spices lately or our sample pack, which you can get over at the stand store, this recipe's for you. Stay tuned. So in this spice sample kit, you get a sample of the Italian, the Mexican, and the Malaysian. So I'm going to do some Wagyu meatballs in the Malaysian curry mix. So just something different from your usual spaghetti and meatballs and tomato sauce and all that sort of jazz. This one is amazing. You're going to want to watch it and going to save it for later because it is amazing. Very tasty, very flavoursome. Okay, so I've just grabbed some Wagyu meatballs. I got these from Aldi and I'm just heating up my pan and I'm going to give it a good spray of oil and then we're going to whack those in the pan and brown them off. Okay, so they're half browned, just turning them over. I'm just going to whack in some red onions and some some sliced up red peppers, and just let them soften in there while the rest of the meatballs keep browning. Now while they're cooking, I'm going to talk about our spice mix. So this is the Malaysian one. This is the latest edition one. Like, you can add it to your meatballs like I'm doing, add it to your slow cookers. You can add it to beef, chicken. I've added it to my slow cooker, or you can add it to any sort of like protein. So your meat, your chickens, your fish. It's really nice with fish as well. So I'm just going to add our other ingredients, which will be some tinned tomatoes and some coconut milk. And that's about it. You can either use this spice, like I've already bought these pre-made, these Wagyu meatballs. But if you want to make your own meatballs, I usually add 1.5 teaspoons into my ½ kilo mix as well. So they're already in there. And then you can add a little bit to your sauce as well. So you can buy the sample pack over on the website. It's $14.95 for 3 of them. And it's free shipping. I'll put free shipping on there as well. So if you just don't want to go and buy your big pack straight away and go, no, I don't want to go and buy a big one and not know if I like it or not, trust me, you will, especially the Italian. The Italian is next level. I use it on every bloody thing. We had roast pork last night. I did my roast vegetables. I put it in soups. I put it in stews. I put it in sauces. I put it on eggs. I do it in quiches. Every single thing. Mexican, yep, we know Mexican's going to be for our, Mexican lasagnas. It's going to be our nachos, our tacos, our fajitas, and all of that sort of stuff. Great on jacket potatoes too. But this Malaysian curry, it's got the flavoursome, the spice. So head over to the stand store, have a squeeze. And if you haven't downloaded your free weekly meal planner and grocery list, saving you time and money, what have you been doing? Seriously, I get at least 20 people a day download it, and at least half of those people will inbox me and go, oh my God, what a lifesaver. And I can tell you, it does. It saves you time. And it's free. It's over in the stand store. So back to our curry. Now, as you can see, our capsicum and our onions have started to soften a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab, because I usually make up a heap, I'm just going to add in about 1 teaspoon. Depending on how much heat you like, it does have a little bit of a kick in it. So it's got, hot chili powder in there as one of the 11 ingredients that's in there. And then I just like to let the spices heat. The heat hit the spices, so it's going to be quite aromatic at this stage. Oh, it smells absolutely beautiful. So there's turmeric, there's fennel, there's cloves, there's cardamom, there's garlic, there's everything in there, which is going to make this quite flavoursome. So once the spices are quite flavoursome, I wish you could smell it, I'm now going to add some tinned tomatoes. So I used about half a tin. I might add a little bit more. And this is quite a small serve because I'm meal prepping for a couple of days, so I've only used half of the meatballs. But this is, and then I'll probably use about half a can of coconut milk as well, so that curry powder has absorbed through all of the tomato. We're just going to let it sit for a little bit. At this stage, if you like yours more saucy, you could add a little bit of stock, but I am not. I'm going to turn my heat right down low, and I'm going to add maybe about half a can of the coconut milk. Make sure we combine all of that really well. There we go. I did add a little bit more. Probably added about ½ a teaspoon, a bit more, because I like it a little bit spicier. I've also seasoned it with salt, but I can smell the aromatics of it, the turmeric. There's also cinnamon in there for a little bit of sweetness. So we're just going to bring that to the boil. Then I'm just going to simmer it for about 20 minutes. Then I'm going to add some baby spinach in there for some of my greens, and I'm going to serve it with some rice. So I'll get 2 meals out of this for meal prep for the week, and it's beautiful. You know, kids will like it, depending if they like a little bit of heat or not. But this is a great meal prep idea. So using our Malaysian curry spice blend. So while that's simmering away, I'm just going to pop in some of this coconut and lemongrass rice. 90 seconds in the microwave. Great for meal prepping. I'm going to get probably 3 out of this. Here we go. I've just added some baby spinach in there. So once that wilts, I'm going to just turn the heat off now. And then we are done and dusted, and I'll show you what I've put it all together with. There we go. I've got two breakfasts, 2 lunches there. So there's your meatballs with so it's Wagyu meatball Malaysian curry using our spices. So don't forget, head over to the stand stall, grab your little sample pack, and let me know what you think. From my kitchen to yours, I love you a long time. Let's make a Wagyu Malaysian meatball curry. Let's go.